Pakistan, since its inception in 1947, has been a country with an extraordinary political landscape. Unlike many democracies around the world, the balance of power in Pakistan has often tilted not towards elected civilian governments, but towards the military establishment. This unseen but deeply rooted influence of the armed forces over political leadership has shaped Pakistan's domestic and foreign policy decisions for decades. To understand the extent of this influence, one must dig deep into history, trace key political events, and examine the dynamics of civil-military relations in the country. The roots of military dominance in Pakistan can be traced back to the early years of its independence. After the death of Muhammad Ali Jinnah in 1948 and the assassination of Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan in 1951, Pakistan entered a period of political instability. The civilian bureaucracy, in alliance with the military, began to dominate the political landscape. In 1958, General Ayub Khan staged Pakistan's first military coup and took over as president, marking the formal beginning of military rule. Pakistan has seen three major military takeovers: General Ayub Khan in 1958, General Zia-ul-Haq in 1977, and General Pervez Musharraf in 1999. Each of these periods brought significant changes to the political structure, sidelining democratic institutions. Ayub Khan's era, from 1958 to 1969, introduced a controlled democracy, centralizing power within the presidency. He focused on economic development, but political repression and discontent led to his resignation in 1969. Zia-ul-Haq's regime, spanning from 1977 to 1988, saw Zia come to power by overthrowing Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. His era is known for the Islamization of state institutions, severe political suppression, and aligning Pakistan closely with the US during the Soviet-Afghan War. Pervez Musharraf's tenure, from 1999 to 2008, began with the ousting of Nawaz Sharif in a bloodless coup. His rule combined military strength with a liberal face to the West, but faced internal resistance, especially after the Lal Masjid operation and Balok insurgency. Even during democratic transitions, the military establishment has continued to exert control from behind the scenes. It's often referred to as the invisible government because of its ability to influence elections, manipulate political parties, and dictate national security policies without holding any formal political office. For instance, the creation of the Islami Jamhuri Ittihad in the late 1980s was reportedly backed by the military to counter Benazir Bhutto's Pakistan People's Party. Similarly, former ISI Chief Lieutenant General Hamid Gul has openly admitted to supporting certain parties to keep anti-military forces at bay. Pakistan's foreign policy, especially concerning India, Afghanistan, and the US, has been dominated by the military. The civilian leadership in most cases has had little control over key decisions related to defense, nuclear policy, or strategic alliances. The army sees itself as the guardian of Pakistan's ideological and geographical boundaries, which has led to a culture of institutional supremacy. The military also played a decisive role in the Kargil conflict in 1999, which was launched without the knowledge of then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. The operation backfired, leading to Pakistan's global embarrassment and Sharif's eventual ouster. Military influence also extends to the judiciary and the media. Numerous journalists have reported censorship, abductions, and threats for criticizing military policies. In many cases, court verdicts have favored the military narrative, often resulting in disqualification of prime ministers, including Nawaz Sharif in 2017. In recent years, Pakistan is said to be under a hybrid regime where an elected government operates under the shadow of the military. The tenure of Prime Minister Imran Khan from 2018 to 2022, is often cited as an example. The military was believed to have played a key role in his electoral success and policy direction. However, differences later emerged, leading to his ouster through a no-confidence vote in 2022. Beyond politics, the Pakistani military runs a vast business empire. Organizations like the Fauji Foundation, Army Welfare Trust, and the National Logistics Cell control key sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, transportation, and real estate. This economic power further enhances their influence over state affairs. In recent years, civil society has started voicing opposition against military overreach. The Pashtun Tahfuz movement, protests against enforced disappearances, and criticism on social media have all challenged the military's untouchability. However, such dissent is often met with crackdown. The military's influence has often been supported or tolerated by international allies, particularly the United States and China, due to Pakistan's strategic location. During the Cold War and the War on Terror, military rulers received significant foreign aid and diplomatic support, further legitimizing their rule. Pakistan's political stability and democratic future depend on restoring the balance between civilian and military institutions. While the military's role in defense is undeniable, its intrusion into governance has stifled democratic growth. Reforms in civil-military relations, accountability, and an empowered judiciary and media are essential for the country's progress. The rise of military influence in Pakistan is not just a matter of historical legacy, it's an ongoing challenge that affects every aspect of governance. Until the invisible hands are checked and true democratic values are embraced, Pakistan's political future will remain uncertain. It's a test not just for its leaders, but for its people, judiciary, media, and global allies to decide what kind of future they envision for the country.